Hey guys, and welcome back.
And thanks for joining us today.
So we are at Rockhound State Park. It's a New Mexico state park.
It is.
It was not in the plans.
No. It just fell in our lap.
But our Boondockers Welcome host recommended it, and of course, the master researcher here got online and started doing it. She's like, yes, we have to go. So here we are.
Yeah, so I watch a couple of like rock people. I watch I Get Dad and I Get Ariel. I think there's another one, I can't remember the name. And they do lapidary and rock collection and stuff like that. So I know a tiny little bit about it, but here you can actually collect some rocks that you find, and you can find agates here, and you can find Jasper here, you can find geodes here, you can find thunder eggs here. So I'm hoping to find maybe just a couple of things. A few years back, you will be able to take up to 15 pounds that you would collect here. Right now, it's just you can take a few for souvenir purposes. And I don't know what a few means. It's not qualified, but it's less than 15 pounds.
The lady in the visitor center did explain to us that right now, like from the mountain, pieces are falling off. So I guess because of the extreme heat, I don't know. So that's why you would start finding them. And she did say basically the trail has been wiped clean. You won't find it, but if you go off trail, then at that point you can go ahead and start finding and looking. There is an area that there's a little water canal, and she said to avoid looking in that area because there's a rattlesnake den. So if you come here, make sure to avoid that as well.
And there's campsites here as well. 0 through 5 are non-electric, and 6 through 29 are electric and water. If you do not have the New Mexico State Pass, the 6 through 29 electric and water are going to be $14 a day. If you have the New Mexico Pass, it'll be $4 a day to stay here.
And the complete dry camping is $10. And what we're doing today?
No, the dry.
Yes.
No. If you have the state pass, 0 through 6 is free. 0 through 5 is free.
Okay. Oh, with the state pass.
Yeah.
But without the state pass, it's $10. According to the sign that I read in the front. The non-electric, anything, no nothing, is $10. And then the one with the electric is $14.
Electric and water.
Yeah. And then day use, which is what we're doing today, per vehicle, it is $5 per vehicle. You ready to start? We're going to start in the Jasper Trail, which is 0.5 miles.
Right.
And that is right by the visitor center. So you can park at the visitor center, cross over and start it. And it basically loops around.
Yep.
And she said that the whole thing is 2 miles.
Right.
So while that doesn't sound extreme, I'm sure with getting off trail and bending down, and this one brought hammers.
Not hammers. A hammer.
So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of exertion. So maybe the 2 miles might be too much, but we'll see.
I've got my little backpack. I've got my little hammer. I've got a little spray bottle so that I can spray the stone and see if there's anything that I see.
She knows a little bit.
I only want 2. One for me and one for my niece.
All right, guys. Let's hit the trail.
Continue on Stirrup Road southeast for 4 miles.
It says if you can hear them, snakes, if you can hear them, you are too near.
Yeah.
They can't hear you when you're near.
Yeah. The lady said that while you're walking,
don't get hurt.
Shuffle your feet because they feel the vibration. And if they feel you, then they'll leave because they are more afraid of us than we are of them.
Stay alert, don't get hurt. Go to the hospital immediately. They have western diamondback, black-tailed rattlesnakes, Mojave rattlesnakes, and others are found in this park.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So when you come back from your trail, you can grab a soda or a water for $1.50. I'm already eyeballing that Diet Coke. On this structure, it says 2000 AD. Over here. And then over there, there's a little nature garden trail. No big deal.
This is
I already walked it while you were
native
up.
garden. Yeah, a rock says native garden.
So we come out, and right over here, across the rocks, Rockhound, it says that Jasper Trail. There we go. I'm sure that most of this vlog is going to be music, but we will definitely chime in here and there. I think going off trail here at the beginning might not be worth it. Should probably go deeper in, right? Probably closer to the mountains since that's where it's falling from.
There's Jasper right here.
Cool. I like the bends.
That's the Jasper.
Yeah. So the only thing I've taken away from things that she watches is like looking for windows to know where to cut it from. Very cool. Very pretty, Mommy. All right. Onward. This little canal cut through must have stuff because I'm sure as the water comes down the mountains, it drags things down with it.
There's a bunch of Jasper everywhere. That's Jasper.
What? Well, it is called the Jasper Trail. Oh, someone's gone off trail. Ooh. Yeah. That is nice. This? That just has it on one side.
It has pink Jasper and orange Jasper.
I don't know if this look shows on camera, but it's like super sparkly. I wonder if Lou breaks into it, if there'll be like, I don't know, little stones in there, quartz, whatever they're called. Grabbed a couple of things that I want her to wet so we can check it out. She is still off trail picking some things over there. Let's see what else we see. She's picked up a couple of Jaspers that she likes with really pretty bands in them. I'm sure we'll show you afterwards whatever it is that she has decided to keep. Back on trail. This is very easily to get distracted and not continue because you get caught in the hunt instead of in enjoying the walk and seeing what you see, which isn't a bad thing, I guess, if you're like into the whole rock finding thing, which Lou clearly is. So when you're coming into the state park, there's it veers off into two different entrances. One is for this one, Rockhound State Park, and then the other one is called Spring Canyon. So that's another New Mexico state park that you can camp at and do things at. I forgot which one of the two. I feel like it's the other one that has like a little man-made swimming beach in it. I don't know if we're gonna have time to see that one too because today is Sunday, June 2nd, and we leave the Spoondockers Welcome on Tuesday. Yes, we leave on Tuesday. So tomorrow is basically just a chill day since it is pre-travel day. Let's flip this around. I don't know how far she went off trail again. found sparklies. My typical girl or what? Chuchi,
Yes.
I found sparklies. Can you read it?
Can you please call them crystals? You're not 7.
But they're so pretty. Look
Oh,
how
yeah.
pretty.
Yeah. Very pretty.
Not so pretty. It looks prettier dry.
Yeah, but you can see
I guess once it's polished, not that we have a polishing machine.
you can see all the bands.
Yeah.
That's what it would look if it was polished. And then you would have to...
Is that machine that you wanted to get the tumbler that would polish it?
Yeah. It doesn't break them, but it polishes them.
Are you still planning on getting it? Because if you are, then I'll keep it. That's cool. It's super black.
Yeah, I think they're called... They're not onyx. They're polonite, I think, or something like that.
I like
They
it.
are probably like a volcanic rock.
Very cool. I can't wait to get to the section that she said that the thunder eggs are
That's the next section.
at. I know, I can't wait.
Geodes and thunder eggs, but those are hard to find.
Yeah.
This is not going to be like this.
Because these are just broken up everywhere.
Yeah, but it's not going to be like this. Those are the type that you have to really look to find.
Geodes. Are the geodes the one that have the inside sparkly?
Well, they have those lumps inside of it. And sometimes they have crystals inside of it. The druzies, they have the druzies inside of it, and sometimes they have crystals.
We don't have too many cactuses in South Florida, although my childhood home, we had one big saguaro in the front, which was really odd. But I grew up with that in our front yard. And then as an adult, Lou and I basically got into foraging. And around Pompano Beach and a community that we lived in, there were some of these, Nepals or something like that, in the yard. And the smaller ones are the most tender ones. So we would go and like cut them. And I take off the prickly parts, the thorns, skin it because the skin's rough, slice it and saute it, super delicious. And then where the flowers are growing out of, those are prickly pears, so we would also add that to the salad. And then the ones, once they were flowered, the petals are edible. So I'd pick the petals and put them over our salad, so it was really pretty, but it was edible too. So yeah, definitely enjoyed foraging these and cooking these once upon a time. black one has some crystals in it. These black ones actually remind me of azabaches. These are little black stones that we would wear as children for like mal de ojo. It's really pretty. I want that one. I think I want to keep that one.
Let's see if Google Lens has something to say about it. If we have any range in here.
Oh. So I can grab a bunch of those too. And
oh no, we have absolutely nothing.
Uh-oh, this time I fell behind. I was looking for more of the black ones that have little crystals in them. And Lou kept going. Since we're not sure, because there's no range out here, what these are, I wanted to grab a good handful of them. And then once we have range, we can look it up. Oh, I thought that was a spider. It stopped me dead in my tracks.
It's crazy how much of this cactus is here.
Yeah. The bad part about here is like, okay, you can't decide you're going to go seek shelter under shade because there are no trees, no shelters, like nowhere to seek shade. You're just stuck standing in the sun. Whew, it's hot.
Can you get over the cacti? Every time I look up and I see so many of it.
So many of them like climbing up. There's like a cactus garden.
I mean, they're not saguaros.
Right.
But.
Or cholas.
Huh?
Or cholas.
Yeah. But I've never seen such a concentration of these before.
They're everywhere. Back up. This one's a little bit more steep. Woo! Oop. Keep working our way up. Lou said it's 12:30 in the afternoon, so that sun is like right above us, massacring us right now. I would consider this rock climbing. Would you guys consider this rock climbing? We're climbing, we're walking on rocks. Look at the concentration of cactus. Onward. This may have been a good time to take the hiking sticks out of the truck. I feel like we only use them in Arizona and in Nevada. You know what? Probably also getting harder to breathe since we're going up in elevation. That's also probably why. Whew. Holy crappers. Is it leveling out? Finally.
If you look down there.
What?
That's the visitor center.
Oh yeah.
It?
Yeah.
And where the thunder eggs are supposed to be.
Yeah.
And the geodes. And I have a funny feeling we're going back down to the truck. Well, not necessarily to the truck, but you know what I mean.
We'll keep looking over there to our right to see if you see any paths. Since this feels more like a little rock slide for canals. Now that I'm walking it, not necessarily.
What do you mean by a canal?
Like when there's a lot of rain and the water comes on the mountain. So yeah, like a wash.
A wash.
So yeah, I feel like that's what this is. So look to the right every so often and see if you see where the trail continues. And we can work our way that way. But in the meantime, I'll walk down this wash.
Yeah, I don't.
If you want to veer off and walk that way to see if you see any of the thunder eggs. Like, I'm not exactly sure what they look like, except for like balls. Is that what they look like?
Yep. Odd shaped, kind of like the moon. Like that.
So after Lou corrected me and called this a wash, I realized, okay, wait a second. If this is the wash, and this is where she told us not to veer off into like the side of it because that's where the rattlesnakes are, we looked at the map again, and sure enough, because of the direction that we're heading on the map, we are definitely walking through the wash right now. But as you saw while we were walking up the trail, we were supposed to be up there, but there was no clear path as to which way to go because it was just one big open area. So it definitely got confusing. We are hoping to get down to the bottom and figure out where the entrance is from the other side and then walk up there, since we do want to try to look for those thunder eggs. But if you follow our footsteps, don't make the turn we made unless you two get lost and don't want to risk walking in the wrong direction. I wish you luck. That thing moved and it scared me.
Area that she told us to drive to.
Oh, okay.
That might be the day use area, and she said we can enter from the day use area too.
Got it.
So that could be the other part we're looking for.
But we stayed parked at the visitor center to go in through the start of the Jasper Trail.
Say again?
So that is definitely a pit toilet. I came over here to one of the day use areas just so that you can check it out. There are these huge grills. Picnic table underneath an awning. And this mountain that's right behind us, according to the map that Lou just looked at, is actually called the Big Florida Mountain. Florida, that's the second sign you give me. You want me to come back home, huh? Ready? Thank you for joining us on the Jasper Trail here at the Rockhound, New Mexico State Park. We decided to cut it here with the Jasper Trail just because even though it was 0.5 miles, I haven't edited the vlog yet, obviously, but I kind of feel like it's going to be a 30-minute vlog. It feels like there's a lot of footage.
Yeah, it took us like an hour.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to cut it here. If you enjoyed following along on the Jasper Trail and seeing the different rocks that we picked up and what that trail looked like and the abundance of cactuses, it was beautiful.
Cacti.
Please give us a big thumbs up. Let us know down below if this is someplace you'd totally stay and come rock hunting if you're into that sort of thing.
If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified every time we upload a video. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Stay tuned for the next one. We're going to do the thunder egg one now. Bye.